reaching up tall and slowly swan diving the arms forward. Now from here we're going to walk forward slightly as though we're going to downward dog, bending the knees, bringing the chest to the thighs, but I don't want you to arch the back, I want you to keep the back long, moving forward into plank. Adjust yourself in your plank position. We're going to go for protraction and retraction of the shoulder blades. So sinking between and bringing the shoulder blades towards each other and pressing back out. So we're not bending the elbows, we're simply sinking in between the arms and then coming back out. So we're working into the shoulders. From here, taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to move back into that modified downward dog before stepping forward with the left foot. Drop the right knee down, and from here reaching up tall, engaging into the core muscles, taking a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, reaching over to the left hand side, and then inhaling, bringing it back up to the top. From here, tucking the toe in behind you, we're going to press up into that high lunge. You can use your hands here if you need to support. Extend that back leg long. Taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to reach forward. So keeping the back long and strong, aeroplane the arms back and reach forward again. Make sure we're not dropping that back knee. Internally rotate the back foot so we're not sinking it out. So inhaling and exhaling. From here, taking a nice deep breath in, we're coming down to the floor, and then with the back leg, we're going to now move the left leg out to lizard. Now, instead of coming down to the elbows, we're going to keep the back long. So we're again extending through the spine, opening up the hip as we sink that knee outward into the outer side of the foot. Inhale as we come back up, reaching back around, bringing that foot back in. And then from here, step forward with the right foot and switch legs down into the left leg. We're now going to drop down to the knee, and then deep inhale, reach up tall, pulling into the core and reaching over to the right this time. Opening up and bringing it back in. From here, inhaling and hold. Then we're going to exhale, bring the hands down to the floor, tuck the toes in behind, come into that high lunge again. Reach up tall, inhale. And then as we exhale, reaching forward. So we really want to engage the back muscles here as we pull through the back, but keeping that back nice and long and flat, okay? We're not folding over the body. We're keeping the core pulled in and we're working those lats. Drop the knee down again, reaching back over, and this time bringing it back up. And from here, release the hands down. And we're going to extend into the back of the leg. Now, when we extend back, I want to see you keeping that back flat again. If you need blocks, please place them underneath your hands. You can walk forward and backwards, opening up into the hip flexor and then into the hamstring. You can bring the hands as far back as you feel comfortable to ensure that we're keeping that back nice and long and straight. Lifting the chest forward as we do so. So you should feel stretched down through the glutes and the hamstring as well as into the upper back. From here, walk that foot back over, going into our lizard, again modified lizard, so we're not coming to the elbows, we're just coming down to the hands. Keep arms long, back long, opening up the hip and sinking to the outer foot. From here, nice deep inhale, and we're going to tuck that toe back in, walk that foot back into the middle, and then stepping forward, switch legs. And from here, we're going to do the same with that hamstring. So we're going to move through the hip flexor, walking it back for me, and then inhaling as we move forward, exhale as we move back. Remember, again, keep the back long. Try to straighten that leg as much as you can. You can bring your hands further back, place your hands onto blocks, whatever feels good for you. Keep that back really long, extend, and really imagine lifting the chest forward and up rather than sinking the back. Taking another deep breath in, step forward to the front of the mat. Now either you can bring your arms out nice and long, or as you can see here, a little bit less space here, so just cross the arms over. We're looking to have the chest towards the thighs, so it's really flat back, not a chair pose, reaching up tall and up to standing. Take a nice deep breath in, release, bring your hands back to Samastiki, and when you're ready, take another inhale, reach up tall, extend, and then just work on some single leg balance. Bring that right leg up, holding, taking a nice deep breath in, and exhaling, bringing the leg out to the side for me, hold, take a nice deep inhale, and exhale, and then bring it back to center. When you're ready, we're going to release that foot down and switch to the other side. So left leg up, nice and tall. Take your time, don't rush through this. Take a nice deep inhale. Think about how the back is working and the spine. Bring that leg out to where you feel comfortable. Keep that core pulled in, still working through the hip, and then bring the knee back to the front. Release the foot down when you're ready. And from here, taking a nice deep breath in, and then we're going to go down to Samasthiti, up into standing, and then bringing the leg back, and we're going to come into our warrior one. So step back, foot 45 degrees, putting the weight into the back of that foot, arms forward. So we've got the palms facing forward, and then we're going to open out into warrior two. Just ensure those arms are nice and long and in alignment. And then from here, we're going to take a nice deep breath in, press the hip back, reach forward into a Trikonasana. So going to triangle pose, opening up the body. Open up the chest, feeling the stretch into the hamstring, and really lengthen throughout this posture. Bring the arm overhead to elongate and stretch through the side body before reaching back up. From here, inhale. Reach into warrior two, and we're just going to turn those feet over, so save a bit of time here. So we're coming to warrior two, and then we're going to reach back up, and we're going to come back into that warrior one. Just get that alignment back into those hips for me, and then reach it back down into warrior two. Again, squeeze the hip back, reach forward with that front arm and down to the shin. If you're a bit more flexible, by all means do go to the floor, looking up that arm, opening up the side body, reaching that top arm forward. Inhale, exhale, and inhale as you lift up warrior two. And from here, bring it into warrior one, and then bringing the hands to the floor. From here, step it back into that plank for me. Hold it here. Really focus on lengthening the spine, and then sinking back into that modified downward dog. Keep the spine long, so no bending of the back here, just keep it long. From here, reach it back. If you feel comfortable, squeeze back into that downward dog. You don't have to, but if it feels good. Again, this is still slightly modified. We don't want to be curving into the back too much. And then just step to the top of your mat, and when you're ready, come down to your bottom. From here, we're going to extend the legs out as though to do forward fold. But instead, we're going to reach up tall, and you're going to reach forward. Now you're keeping the back long. Now, depending on your flexibility in your hamstrings will depend how far forward you go. Do not overextend here. Take a nice deep breath in as you exhale. If you feel able, go further forward, but keep that back long. You'll see my arms stay long and in line with the back. And again, you can see I'm not coming all the way down to my toes. I'm trying to extend and elongate my back. Another way you can do this, place your hands to the floor and imagine pulling the chest forward and dragging the hands back. As you'll see with my heels and toes, I keep them pressed away, toes pointing back towards me. Inhale, reach up tall again, extend and open up the spine, and let's go into that spinal twist. So left arm over to the right side of the leg, looking over the shoulder. Take it controlled, chest is lifted, my back is tall and long again. When you're ready, you're going to take a nice deep inhale, reach up, come to neutral before twisting to the other side. Never rush this, don't try and rush through a spinal twist. Taking a nice deep breath in, lifting that chest, back is tall. And when you're ready, inhale. And this time, exhaling, bring the knees into the chest, bring the feet together, and we're going to go into Baddha Konasana. So we're going to get into that butterfly pose, opening up the hips, back is tall again, drawing the elbows back. You'll see I'm lifting my chest here, my back is long and elongated, okay? So we don't want to be bending through the upper back. Take a deep breath in, and if you feel comfortable, maybe draw yourself further forward. Again, keep that chest lifted, keep the head in alignment with the back and the spine. Taking another deep breath in. As you exhale, reaching back up, bring the knees together, move yourself to the bottom of your mat, and let's roll down onto your back. From here, place the left leg over the right knee, and we're going to go into that glute stretch. You'll be familiar with this, and take your left hand to your knee if you want the extra stretch. So you're just pressing gently the knee away from you. drawing that knee towards the body will intensify that stretch into the glute. We will then allow that spinal twist again. Through every movement you do this controlled, do what feels comfortable for you. Do not overextend. And do not over twist either here, okay? So switching side, bring it across, bring over to the right side, okay? So lifting that leg up. Again, if you wish to, you can use that right arm to press the knee away. And from here, we're going to take a nice deep breath in, exhale, release, and then dropping that leg the other direction, finding that spinal twist again. And from here, take a deep breath into the tummy. And as we exhale, we will draw that leg back up. From here, bringing the feet together, we're still going into Baddha Konasana, but this time into the lying pose, okay? So really try and relax here, allow the hips to sink, adjust yourself accordingly. You may wish to move around slightly, you may find you move more into one bottom cheek than the other, so just readjust accordingly. Taking deep breaths into the tummy and allowing the space to fill the hips and allowing the knees to sink that little bit further. If for any reason you find this pose is a little bit uncomfortable in the hips, by all means do place some blocks underneath your knees. When you're ready, inhale, bring the knee into the chest. Just giving yourself a little stretch here. And then when you're ready, we're going to switch across to the left side, bringing that knee into the chest. And then exhaling, bring both knees into the chest, and we're going to go into happy baby. Just a few variations on this happy baby. So you can either place your hands to the inside of the leg and out to the ankle, perhaps to the toes feels more comfortable, maybe the inner thighs, or alternatively to the outside of the soles of the feet. Whatever feels good for you here. We're just looking to really sink the knees down towards the mat, opening up the hips. Bring the legs up tall, and then just drawing the knees into the body, roll over to your right side, and we're going to just come into cross-leg pose. Why do cross-leg pose? This is a great position to be in to really work on focusing on a nice tall back, opening up the digestive system, working into the hips, opening all these areas up. Now we're all a little bit tight on either side, so remember to switch over, switching legs. Remember, keep that back up nice and tall. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale. You can also opt for lotus, half lotus pose if you wish to. So here I'm demonstrating my right leg. So coming into sort of the hip or thigh area, whatever feels good for you. You may feel this feels good. By all means, if this doesn't, don't do it. And again, switching, and we always try to even out both sides. Unfortunately, I've got a slightly damaged ankle here, so we're just a little bit more careful here. So my knee's slightly more raised, and this is maybe where you'll be as well, so that's fine. Just take it gently. Return back to your seated position where you feel good. Reach up tall, open up that spine for one final time. Inhaling. And when you're ready to exhale, bring the arms back down. Roll those shoulders back, find your realignment, drop the neck forward and relax. Namaste. Thank you.